Listen, this happened my senior year in high school. Our first swim meet was about 4 days away. We had already had swim practice, but I'm in the pool by myself doing extra laps. I'm swimming along, trying to work on my endurance, and I notice that the water in the pool seems to be getting blacker and blacker and blacker and blacker. So much so to the point that I'm feeling like something's wrong with me and maybe my vision is closing and I'm passing out in the water. Understand, I'm swimming in the middle lane of the pool. I stop, begin to tread in place, and look down to the opposite end of the pool. And that's when I see what looks like a man in a janitor's uniform. He's down on one knee, one hand into the water. But looking at his face, he doesn't look normal. It looks like he's got tentacles that are coming from out of his neck. And this darkness that's blending into the clear water, heading in my direction, is coming from his hand. Terrified, I tread water for a few more seconds just to make sure that I'm not going crazy. I duck my head underwater, looking just to see what it is coming in my direction, and it looks like black ink swirling through the water, coming directly at me. So now I'm swimming as fast as I can to get to the edge of the pool, climb out, and when I look back, he's standing up on two legs, looking at me and laughing. The tentacles are still there, but the water in the pool is now crystal clear. That's when a man turns and walks back out of the door. Understand, I'm standing there freaking completely out, head to the coach's office, and I don't know exactly what to say to my swim coach to make sure that I don't sound like I'm completely lost my mind. So I just tell him, hey coach, I really feel uncomfortable with the new janitor. He was watching me while I was swimming in the pool. Understand, the one thing I knew about my coach is that he looked at us like we were his daughters. So if we felt like someone was being creepy or weird or was going to touch us or violate us in any way, oh, he would take care of it immediately. So he stands up from his desk and the two of us walk back into the swimming pool area. When we get there, he goes on to explain to me that the normal janitor, the guy who's been around for 32 years, that he's out sick on leave with COVID, and that there's a new janitor that came in to work to replace him, that he met that new janitor earlier today, and that new janitor did seem as if he was a little pedophile-ish and creepy. So he goes off looking for that janitor, can't find him anywhere, tells me to sit right there in the office. I'm in the office alone for about 15 minutes. He finally comes back. He says, I can't find him anywhere. Get this, 5 days pass. Neither one of us see the janitor at all. And then our normal janitor, Mr. Robert, comes back. It's after swim practice. I walk up on Mr. Robert, ask him how he's doing, how he's feeling, and he goes on to explain to me that he took the right type of medicines to beat COVID. And right here during this conversation is when I realized something really freaky and weird had gone down. I tell him, Mr. Robert, have you seen the janitor that they used to replace you while you were out? He seems really weird, man. I think something's wrong with him. Listen, he goes on to explain to me that the school tried to hire a substitute janitor to replace him, but they couldn't find anyone. And that he had absolutely no clue who in the world was walking around campus wearing a janitor's uniform because no one was supposed to be there.